Hello, everyone. Hey, Karen. Care Bear, what a lovely day. Nicole. Francis, Jen 56. How's everyone doing? All right. Okay. Well, how do I start tonight? Thank you for joining. All right. I have somebody here. A lady came earlier that's crossed over. She's in a kind of a red dress. It almost looks like this color, kind of orangey red. And I don't know if she's Jamaican or she loved to dance. And she says, you got to move it, move it. You know, the song, move it, move it. Keep getting that vibration. But she's at peace. She was a lovely woman. She says that before she passed, she was very nauseous and she was vomiting. So I don't know if it's the C word, that cancer or something, but she was ill. She's very much at peace. And whoever this message is for, I feel that they feel her. They feel her come into the room. And sometimes they'll put their hand here because she gets close and she stands in front of them. So I don't know if it's somebody that's listening now or will listen to it later, but she's just saying that she's thankful, she's grateful, and it was a peaceful passing. And she's doing well on the other side. So just thought I'd share that with you. Whoever's watching, there's that have gone through a lot of maybe turmoil lately. I see good things happening. I see endings and beginnings. And we just had a new moon, and I think that's affected a lot of people. 2 days ago, we had a new moon in Pisces. So the 27th at night. Yeah, we'll see if there's anything that comes out later. But this is the lady that I have. Now, somebody's is planning to move. I don't know if the moving home will be this August, or it could be sometimes 12 months. They're working behind the scenes. I don't know if there's going to be postponements, but I do feel that somebody's going to be moving. And somebody's going to experience a major turning point in their life. So whoever's listening now, like I said, or maybe later, it's going to come. Okay. Hi, Lee. Hi, Lori. All right. So see if there's anybody else that's coming. And this lady particularly talks about animation. I don't know if there's a child. I think she's somebody's grandma, obviously. And there's a child watching either animation or some type of cartoon. And they used to sit together and watch it. And of course, they miss her. But she's there. She's there with. Hi, Phoenix. Yeah. Hi, Joe Rogan. Joe Megan. Joe Rogan. Hi, Phoenix. I'm just putting the names of some of the people that I have here. So if I do pull some cards, I'll know that you're here. All right. Okay. See if anybody else is coming. When she mentioned Chrissy, this woman, she appears Jamaican. I don't know. I know she has a tan skin. She appears to be, could be Jamaican or I'm not sure. And she mentions Chrissy. So either her name was Chrissy, but I feel somebody in her family was named Chrissy, or she's connected to somebody with that name. And she spells it with a C. So just for you to know. Okay. Yes, Marlon. My cat's calling me. He jumped, I think was it this morning? He jumped when I was doing the card. He just jumped in front of me. Have a tall lady that is coming in, blonde hair. She's tall, she's skinny. She comes in and she's like, me. So she's very excited that she has learned to come through. Let me see if it's for, she can give me a name. It could be for you, Joe Megan, because she's coming in. She was excited, always positive and upbeat. But if you were to see her, you think, oh my God, she's going to have a loud voice. She's going to speak very loud. But actually, she was soft. She's coming in soft spoken. She's talking about baking, but it was a specific thing she would make. It looks like she says pudding, but it was it was something baked pudding. Almost looks like a cake, maybe, but she calls it pudding. So, and she talks about bumblebees. So these, I'm letting you know what she talks about, who it's for. So, yeah. All right. I'm not going to look too much at the messages because the stuff that's there kind of disrupt the energy flow. All right. She was excited. She's dressed in blue, but now she's not speaking anymore. She's kind of quiet. She says she's learning. So I don't think she has been she passed a very long time ago, but she's learning how to try to communicate to somebody on this side. But whoever it's for, she comes to you on your left side, mostly around your ear. She's trying to whisper, trying to get your attention. And okay. Maybe Michelle. I'm not sure. I do. I bake something. It's called a pudding, but it's really not a pudding. It's like a cake that's kind of cooked in syrup, and it makes me feel like looked like a souffle. It looked like, and she kept saying pudding. So you must know what that means. Yeah. All right. There seem to be a lot of people here, and they're kind of backed up. But I see somebody living. I don't know. They lived in this apartment building. It's a huge apartment building, and I see many floors. And I'm not sure whoever that's coming through. They're showing me this particular building. Let me ask if they can shed some more light. They love butterflies. They're showing me this butterfly. It looks like it's not a monarch. It's a really unique butterfly. It's got some like the dark color, not necessarily black, but it's almost like a dark blue. I'm not sure what type of butterfly that is, but it's quite nice. But she's showing me a building and then this butterfly, which is unique. And this lady that's coming through, dark hair, I'm asking her, what's your name? Who's it for? She's the type of woman you would have had to question because she didn't speak a lot on her own. You had to ask her stuff to try to initiate a conversation, and then she would answer and speak. But she never was the one to volunteer and speak. Dark hair. It looks a little curly down here, up to here, kind of curly. I think that's for you, Jan 56. Yes, Pauline. Hi, how are you? All right. So tonight I'm going to pull some cards from the Tattoo Oracle. A friend of mine, Ned Burwell, he's a tattoo artist and he's an author. I think he's working on another deck, if I remember correctly. And he studied spirituality for like 25 years, going probably on more now. But he's self-published author, like I said. I've read some of his books. They're amazing, very enlightening. He spent 8 years with Aishaya monks, and then he took vows for a year and became a Nashaya monk. Now, they're not the monks that you don't see. They go somewhere and they pray all day long. No, these monks are among us. They dress like we do. They work. They go around. But he took vows for a year. He was searching all his life. He was searching for something. He had it all. I mean, he had a house at a very young age, a vehicle, a business, but he was searching. He wasn't happy. He went through a lot. He went through the dark night of the soul, probably more than once. And but now he's doing well. I think he's still in Ingersoll, Ontario. He's a tattoo artist. Anybody who wants a tattoo from him probably has to book a few months in advance. So, but he made these beautiful cards, and they're very spiritual. So I'm going to share some of these with you. They are beautiful. Yeah, yeah. So when I used to teach spiritual development at one of the stores here in Oshawa, I met him and his friend and his wife, and he came to one of my classes, and he said, do you want me to lead the meditation? I said, wonderful. So him and his friend each had a beautiful native drums, and so they did some drumming, so I was able to meditate with my class during the meditation. And I'll always remember it was amazing. It was really amazing. So, all right. We will start with D. D is watching. And this card, it says silence. It says here, sit quietly with the silence. Become a love song in you. Sit in silence. Let's see what he has here for that. Silence, home of the divine. The bottomless nature of the divine reveals itself to us when we move into the silence within. The silence drops us into the presence of the divine. For the silence found within us, it is God, soundless reflection in our soul. Sometimes this soundless presence roars in our ears. Other times there is only complete silence. This card has come to you today to remind you to move into the silence within. Spend the day witnessing the world around you and listening to the quiet space in you. If there is noise in the world around you or within your mind, move your focus inward to the quietest space in your heart. The eternal lamp within the silence illuminates our path. Becoming still and quiet helps us to hear and understand its guidance. So at times the silence might appear to bear no fruit, but it's never the case. Entering the silence is much like coming in from the cold and standing by the fireplace. The faster we shed our layers of clothing, the quicker we get warm. Coming to the silence works the same way. If we approach the silence with a mind full of chatter, we absorb few of its qualities. So peel off those layers of thoughts and emotions so the power of silence can warm your soul. Getting to the silence is not difficult, nor does it require rigorous training. The difficulty lies in being willing to let go, release, of the need to think about the endless thoughts that drops in our minds. And as we practice setting down our minds more frequently, we learn that the silence dissolves our ego and helps us discover who and what we are on a much deeper level. So sit quietly until the silence becomes a love song in you. That's quite the card, D. Yes, you can. That number one healer. Yes, you can. All right. Okay. So this for Lynn. Lynn, if you're watching and you haven't signed on in. Mary. Oh my goodness. I think we pulled this card for you before, didn't we, Lynn? I brought these to one of my classes. Mary, love and creation. So Mother Mary is a symbol of the divine feminine. She has made her way into your cards today to remind you to reach into your creative side and bring the essence of love into all that you do. Know that abundance always surrounds you. You must become quiet and still so that you can hear her guidance and follow your intuition. The word matter is derived from the Latin word mater, meaning mother. So therefore, creation is the divine mother feminine in motion. So, there's so much. I mean, this doesn't surprise me for you, Lynn. I mean, this is definitely, yeah. So, calling forward the power of Mother Mary might be the guiding force you need to help you expand your creative abilities and manifest your divine purpose. I know, Lynn, that you get it. Yeah. Francis, I have a card for you here. If there's anybody on the other side that comes through, that wants to come through, I'll let you know. There's only a few people before, and now it's quite down again. All right. Francis, oh my God, I got Mother Mary again. This is for you, Francis. So, a little more on Mother Mary here. So, our own creations work in the same way. Creative energy moves into us, gathering in the darkness of our interior silence. The gathering of creation light is the masculine aspect of God. Our expression of that light is the feminine aspect of the divine. So our creations then express the absolute radiance of both polarities. Once our manifestations come into the world, they become a mirror for us to see God. So Mother Mary also reminds us to take care of ourselves and others, just as a mother would take care of her child. Treating ourselves and others with love brings the power of the feminine into our lives in a greater capacity. So the feminine aspect of ourselves can see the bigger picture and knows how to work towards our goals more efficiently. So calling the power of Mother Mary might be the guiding force you need to help you expand your creative abilities and manifest your divine purpose. So same card as Lynn. I shuffled them pretty good too. Good card. Carrie. Carrie, what card do I have for you? Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? I think Mother Mary wants to make a point tonight, okay? It does happen. It does happen. Well, Mother Mary for you as well, Carrie. All right, Lauren? Ah, and a kiss of fool, Mitchie. All right. Lauren, if you get married, I don't know what to say. For you is relationship. All right. Let's see. Oh, I'm just going to pull. So the great teacher, pardon me, nose itchy. So this card has come to let you know that your potential to have great relationship is on the horizon. Relationships can be tricky to navigate, as anybody will tell you. They require us to become students of their teachings. Relationships are the power of two becoming one. They also help us grow, heal, and become a powerful force that enriches our life. Some of the old beliefs about relationships will not work in today's world. As we become more conscious and empowered, we must look at relationships differently. The old paradigm that relationships are a give and take is an outdated model to follow. Wow. By holding the idea that we give what we can and nothing more than that, we never deplete ourselves in our relationship, especially in our intimate relationships with our partners. So if both sides of the relationships agree to follow this idea, we never fight for our needs. Our partner will do that for us. So if the card has made your way into your life today, ask yourself, what can I learn from my past relationships? Can you see a pattern or a theme in your past or your current relationship? The grievance we encounter in our relationships can teach us much about what we hold from our past. They reveal old wounds, bring them to the surface for us to heal and make peace with. If your relationship with another has become a tug of war, this is a sign for you to stop looking at the other person to be different from you for you to be better. It's hard to change ourselves, let alone another person. So once we heal and move away from our traumas, our relationship will either heal and grow, or they will dissolve and move out of our life. You know, these cards, although I pulled this one for Lauren, it could be maybe some of the cards have some truth in it for you as well, because you're all here. All this energy is kind of intertwining. So perhaps somebody who's listening may have a little bit of truth in that card as well for them. All right, what a lovely day. I'm going to pull a card for you. You're welcome, Lauren. What a lovely day. This card is for you. And it talks about forgiveness. It's beautiful cards. They should be more colorful, but they're so deep. They're so deep. I don't open this book very often, so it's tight. All right. Forgiveness has come into your card today to offer you empowerment and to help untether some of the difficult experiences that trap us in a never-ending cycle of reliving our traumas. Forgiveness lives behind the door of acceptance. We often superficially make up our minds that we have forgiven, only to stay angry each time we think about the things or people we want to forgive. So to enter the space of true forgiveness, we start by learning to accept the situation or person we wish to forgive. Or forgiveness doesn't make the situation or person right or wrong. However, rather bringing acceptance into our minds helps us set down the repetitive commentary that often plays on repeat. The moment we stop an old commentary playing, you can see in the background, in our minds, we start to change our relationship with our past. We slowly take back our power. And we need that. If we don't forgive, we lose some of our power. So we slowly take back our power to heal and to be more present. No matter how big or small the situation we need to forgive, maybe we can apply the same steps to begin the journey home to peace. This road will look different for everyone. But once we're forgiven, we all see the same view. Peace. Love peace. It is important to be vigilant in our practice of bringing acceptance, and we might require to apply this step 100, if not thousands of times. The idea is that we stay consistent enough to burn up the habits of holding on to emotions about our past. Again, remember, this card has come to you today to offer you power. So when you think of forgiveness, you're forgiving yourself as well. You're forgiving, you're releasing, and you gain that power back. Otherwise, when you don't forgive something or someone, it shackles you. You're the one holding yourself back. So forgiveness holds great wisdom, for it allows us to understand that the path of life has its obstacles and pitfalls. Life's difficulties are like the potter's hand that would mold the clay into the most beautiful object. Yeah. And forgiving is not about, like forgetting that the person did some wrong, hurt you. Those persons probably have moved on, not even thinking about it. But if you're holding on yourself to something that has bothered you and has hurt you, it's just going to continue feeding off of that. So that's why forgiveness is important, right? That's right. That's right. That's a very beautiful way to say that, Lori. Yeah. You're welcome. What a lovely day. Bill, you're welcome, Nicole. All right, Joe Megan, I got a card for you. right. Ship. Hey, ship. I'm getting a little warm now. Whoa. All right. Ship. Somebody going to be traveling. Adventure and moving forward. So clipper ships have always been a staple in old school tattoo design. Ship tattoos told several meanings, such as a new journey awaiting you, going home, adventure, bravery, and moving beyond a troubled past. So the ship card has come to you today to inspire you to look at your life as an adventure. There are no mundane moments when you embrace your life with an adventurous spirit. It's important to remember that each day is a new opportunity for you to explore with a curious mind and brave heart. We often want to know what lies ahead of us, but the true adventurer must be willing to brave the unknown. The ship card has come to tell you that your past is long behind you and that you no longer need to define yourself by it. Today you can be anything you want, and you have the power to move mountains to make your hopes and dreams come true. Try holding on to your past. By holding on to your past, we impede our ability to move forward. Holding the past removes the sails from your ship and causes you to be thrown around the ocean. Don't want to do that. Don't want to be lost at sea. So Franklin D. Roosevelt once said, "A smooth sea never made a skilled sailor." To be an adventurer, you must be willing to be brave and face all kinds of situations. Of course, there will be difficult times when you wish you were home. Many sailors must have felt this way while far out to sea. Sometimes, however, difficulty produce, maybe he means to say difficulty. However, difficult produce what easy only dreams about. All right. Sometimes, however, difficult produces what easy only dreams about. Okay, maybe it's difficulty. Therefore, we must be willing to work through our struggles to pursue our ambitions. By doing so, we can begin to live our soul's purpose. Wow. Yes, by holding on to your past, you're right, Phoenix. You're trapping yourself. I see that as, you're shackled. You can't move, right? You're afraid. And fear is false evidence appearing real. And I've talked about this before. There's fear of putting your hand in the fire because you know you're going to get burned. That's totally different. But if you fear something that you don't want to open that door because you fear what's on the other side, and then once you get enough courage to open the door and you open it and you think, oh wow, I should have opened that a while back. I lost sleep over this. I was afraid, and bang, it's nothing. You can do it. You can open that door and find something really wonderful on the other side. So, yeah. All right, Lori. You're welcome, Drew. Welcome, Drew. Maybe. So all is good, Phoenix Rising. Somebody's asking how you feeling. Everything's good. Your hand hurts. Oh, something happened. Haven't been on a lot of other YouTube channels, so I don't know what's going on. Maybe your hand hurt. Hopefully arthritis doesn't set in. All right, Lori, this is for you. LE, imagination. Beautiful card. Actually, this morning I did shuffle them, and I got that at the bottom, telling me about the imagination as well. So imagination is the key that opens the door to creativity. If you think you're not a creative person, this card has come to tell you otherwise. Your life is your biggest creation. How you dress, interact with the world, and live your life is part of your unique creative spirit. Imagination and creativity have very little to do with your mind, for the source of creativity lives within your soul. So understand that creative energy travels to your mind, but the mind is not the source of creation. Okay? I'm going to repeat that. Understand that the creative energy travels to your mind, but the mind is not a source of creation. We must first become quiet to see, hear, and feel our imagination. Think of your imagination as a timid fawn hiding just out of view. If you're quiet enough, it will come out and reveal itself to you. The mind is noisy and it obstructs the path that our imagination travels to get to our mind. So quieting your mind clears the path because it helps us tune into the silence within, which is the home of our imagination and the place where creation arises. We are transfer stations for creation to move through. And the life we live becomes a vehicle for the divine to move creation into the world. A hydroelectric line is not the source of power. It is merely the means of transferring power from one place to another. We are like hydro lines for the divine. Ever thought of that? Yeah. The source of creation lives within our soul. All of our creation rests there, gathering light, and when the right time comes, our creation moves out of the soul for the world to see and experience. So by tapping into our imagination, we open the doors to all the creative energies waiting to be expressed through us. So treat today like it's an adventure and a time to let your imagination fly free. Fly like a bird. So Phoenix, you got a soft cast. Oh, that's not good. Hi, Kendra. All right. Okay, I'm just going down the list that I see here. Pauline, abundance. So if you live in the area of where I live, between Toronto and Oshawa, abundance has a beautiful metaphysical store, sell candles, lots and lots of crystals, books, clothing, lots of stuff. It's in Whitby, Ontario, on Highway 2, just before you hit the Four Corner Brock Road. Parking's in the back. It's wheelchair accessible. It's really a nice store. There's all kinds of stuff. Essential oils, all kinds of stuff. So if you're in the area and you need something, go check it out. You won't be disappointed. Okay. All right. This is for Pauline. Abundance Essential. What do I have for you? Divinity. Divinity. So, the truth of who we are. The divinity resides at the core of your being and never leaves you or recedes from the events that unfold in life. So this card has come to you as a reminder to reach into yourself and embrace your divinity. You are powerful and capable of embracing your truth anytime you choose. Let go of any ideas you're holding about needing to evolve, heal, or grow. You're already one with God because you are God. However, you might not be conscious of your divinity. So the work of knowing the soul is to let go of what you are not until you remember who and what you are. Your divinity is like the roots of a tree. Your divinity is like the roots of a tree. Wow. We cannot see the roots, but they're always there supporting it. We experience our divinity when we spend time going deeper into ourselves. Do that through meditation or just silence. So just as the clouds block the sun, so does placing our attention on the veils that obscure our divinity. Here are 5 veils to work toward removing. The veil of material objects, the veils of the body, mind, and emotions, and the veil of separateness from God. This card is calling you to evaluate how much of your energy you place on these veils. Set them down so you can spend more time tending to the moments you are in and resting in silence. We experience not only our own divinity, but we can experience the divinity in others and also in nature as well. We can practice seeing divinity in others, or nature by becoming more present and moving away from the mind's commentaries. This will also help us hold our attention on our heart's center as we go about our day. That is so true. Yes, tune out the news, tune out the drama and negativity, unwanted energies. Yeah. Pardon me. All right. Oh, you're welcome, Pauline. Yes, 400 Dundas Street East in Whitby. Yeah, it's a wonderful store. You go in there, there's crystals of many types of crystals, many nice bracelets, and they do their if you want to go in there and you want a specific bracelet or a specific necklace or like certain crystals, they can make it for you as well. So yeah, thank you, Francis. Allergies have been acting up slowly, creeping up the allergies. All right, Kendra, I have you here, so let's pull a card for Kendra. Kendra, I have peacock. Beautiful bird. Peacock. So what does that one do? All right. Beauty and protection. So peacocks were very popular among traditional tattoos. Both men and women wore them. A peacock exemplifies beauty, and it is also symbolizes protection because of all the eyes on its tail. Peacocks were often used to cover old tattoos. Their large, bright, multicolored tails made them an obvious choice. So similar to the phoenix, peacocks shed their plumage, making them a symbol of renewal. Change may be on the horizon for you, so keep a close eye on what's coming into your life. Peacock may have made its way to you to let you know you are beautiful just the way you are. However, a peacock is also a symbol of vanity, ego. So if you place too much importance on your appearance, this card may signify that you need to find a healthy balance. There is a distinct difference between confidence and arrogance. A confident person is sure of themselves and doesn't need to boast or exaggerate their importance. Confidence stands in its own power and never needs to diminish another. In comparison, arrogance overinflates our importance and has no problem stepping in or stepping on others to make a point. The closest friend of arrogance is insecurity. So this card has come to you to remind you that you don't need to create a better version of yourself. There is never a better version of you. In 5 months or 5 years, you will be different, but not better. Our efforts to improve ourselves often an attempt to refine our ego. Your perfection lives within you already. All we ever need to do is to let go of all the things we are not. We must let go of all the man-made ideas about ourselves and just be. There's a lot of ads, try this, try that, do this, do that, dress this way. Just be you. Just be you. Dress the way that makes you happy. Dress the way that makes you, comfortable. Be you. You do you. Good. That's good, Pauline. Good to hear. I know you. Well, light workers and healers and spiritual beings that try to better ourselves in a certain way. But we are good. We just want to raise our awareness, raise our consciousness, make our light shine brighter. Okay. Phoenix. Okay, Phoenix, what card do I have for you? I have several things want to come out. Compassion. Compassion, Phoenix. Okay. So the hidden power of love. So the importance of compassion is that it brings the presence of the divine into the moment. This card has come to you today to remind you that at the core of your being, you are loved. We automatically fall into the depth of love as we practice applying compassion to ourselves and to the world around us. At first, maintaining a compassionate approach might require conscious effort. However, applying compassion eventually becomes a habit. Our judgment toward people and situations around us impedes compassion. As soon as we place a label or a judgment or on someone or something, we have moved out of compassion and into our minds. So leading with compassion helps us to create connections with others. When someone is difficult or unfriendly, and we do run across some of these people, we can sometimes turn their day around if we allow the grace of compassion to flow out of us. Sharing compassion automatically invites the power of love to arise between ourselves and others. By being compassionate towards others, we can better understand their struggles and learn how to cultivate love and respect for them. The wonderful quality of compassion is that it multiplies when we pour it out onto the world around us. But first, we must be compassionate with ourselves. And that's what I find. A lot of people are so compassionate about the world, but you got to be compassionate about you first, right? The practice of compassion naturally guides us to be patient. Compassion and patience are close friends. They naturally show up together. So this card has shown up today to tell you to slow down, be patient, and love yourself and others as much as possible. We will speed up the evolution toward our next awakening by maintaining love and compassion for others and ourselves. Yes, very important. Love ourselves. That's number one. Put yourself first. Right? That number one healer. That card's for you. This card's for you. Whoop. Okay, you want to jam together the cards. It's like, what do we have here? Oh, I pulled that very first card for D at the beginning. I remember because I thought, all right. So this is a card. This is silence. So this is the card for you. It's this tiny book. It's stiff. All right. The bottomless nature. This is home of the divine. And it says in circle here, it says, sit quietly with the silence, becoming a love song in you. So the bottomless nature of the divine reveals itself to us when we move into the silence within. The silence drops us into the presence of the divine. For the silence found within is God's soundless reflection in our soul. Sometimes the soundless presence roars in our ears. Other times there is only complete silence. This card has come to you today to remind you to move into the silence within. Spend the day witnessing the world around you and listening, to the quiet space in you. If there's noise in the world around you or within your mind, move your focus inward, the quietest space in your heart. The eternal lamp within the silence illuminates our path. Becoming still and quiet helps us hear and understand its guidance. At times, the silence might appear to bear no fruit, but this is never the case. Entering the silence is much like coming in from the cold and standing by the fireplace. The faster we shed our layers of clothing, the quicker we get warm. So coming to the silence works the same way. If we approach the silence with a mind full of chatter, we absorb fewer of its qualities. Peel off those layers of thoughts and emotions so the power of silence can warm our soul. Getting to the silence is not difficult, nor does it require rigorous training. The difficulty lies in being willing to let go of the need to think about the endless thoughts that drop into our minds. As we practice setting down our minds more frequently, we learn that the silence dissolves our ego and helps us discover who and what we are on a much deeper level. So sit quietly until the silence becomes a love song in you. And sitting in silence can be from a meditation to a walk and sitting beside, running water or just water, quieting our mind. Eventually, it will. You'll be going somewhere, and all of a sudden, you're not going to have any more thoughts. It's just totally blank. That's what we need to learn on and practice on a daily basis, even if it's 5 minutes. Quiet our mind, because otherwise we have too much chatter. Oh, I got to do this. Or I got to do that. Oh, I forgot this. I got to that. There's always like your mind's like a little bumblebee, right? Mine was before I started meditation. Oh my gosh. And all I did when I started to meditate is picture a really nice blank black wall, like a blackboard. And I kept saying, peace, breathing in and breathing out is peace, peace. You can say something like, be still, know God, and KNOW, know God. That really politely tells your brain to quiet down, politely shut up. So practice whatever it needs that you need to do. Anybody that wants to quiet their mind, that wants to focus on breathing through their heart, sending out love through the heart, quiet your mind. And to do that is, you could listen to some of the meditations that I put on my channel, or you could just listen to quiet music, or just total silence. Silence is golden. Come on, take me away. Yes, he's a tattoo artist, and it's amazing all the cards that tattoo oracle. Yeah, tattoo oracle. I mean, when he's got Buddha, he's got this card in here. What else does he have? Oh, anchor. I've seen some of the tattoos that he's done. He's amazing. He is on my Facebook page, the owl. We've seen that. Divinity, Athena. Talk about peace. That's a beautiful, beautiful image of peace. And if you need a reminder to quiet your mind, have something similar to this that reminds you, a dove or something, and put a few pictures around, so when you don't think about it, and you see, oh, peace, okay, yes, breathe in peace. This is the faith, letting go. It's got curiosity, wolf. Wolf is a really nice one. A lot of people get tattoos of wolves. Fairies. I think the card he's got for truth, to me, it's a pendulum, so that's pretty cool. And he's got a dragon here. But he's the silent swallow, compassion, skull, snake, fear, and mother. Mother's a beautiful rose. And so is the rose. A lot of people get tattoos with a rose. Got new direction, meditation, tiger, pinup, the devil, butterfly, desire, Ganesh, love, Odin. So he's got the Sacred Heart, forgiveness. So we did these, and eagle, purpose, relationships, and Jesus. So yeah, it's got amazing deck. If somebody wanted to get this, you can check Amazon. I think he may have them there. I ordered it from him when I found out that they were going to come out. So yeah. Yeah, you got to keep the cast on, the soft cast. So they do the soft and then they'll put another one on. Yeah. You're very welcome, Lori. Very welcome. Yes, they are beautiful cards, and they come with a little booklet, right? Tiny little booklet. Yeah. One, I think it was on Facebook, said he had made them, but he's working on another one. I have to check to see if the other one is out yet. He's working on another deck, but I really, really like it. It means a lot. And like I said, I've got some of his books. Yeah. So if you ever need to check some of his books out, it's pretty good. They're pretty good. Ned Burwell. Yeah. Yeah, a little quiet tonight. Your baby's 20 years old. She'll be 20 on March 17th. Wow. Time does fly. Time does fly. For sure. So you slipped, Phoenix? That's what happened and we're slipping? Oh. Yeah, it's so slippery outside. My husband fell today, and I think a week ago. He's coming home, and it's just landed on his back. And I think a week ago it was like he fell forward on his knee or something. Yeah, it's dangerous. Yesterday I took Luna, our dog. I took her in the backyard. There's no way. I went to go outside of the driveway, and it was ice, and I started sliding. I'm like, oh, okay, I can't do this. So, nope, not happening. So I took her back. No. And your thumb. That happened to me up in way up north when I was around 21. No, wait a minute. I was born. It must have been 24. She was a baby. I went outside and there was black ice and I slipped and I put my hand down and yeah, it doesn't take long and it's painful. You're gonna have a little bit of arthritis in there. So yeah, you slipped on the ice. Yeah, it's very dangerous. And I make sure that I buy boots like winter boots here that are anti-slip. Like you're not supposed to slide, but still, you still have to be careful. Yeah. Well, I hope it heals really fast, Phoenix. Yeah. If it's swollen or if you feel a lot of heat in that, you can wrap something blue around it. I don't know what color your soft cast is. Blue is it's a really good color to help with inflammation and healing. So blue is pretty good. You do something like that or send blue light or something. Yeah. Yeah. Didn't I not give you a card, Jen? Did I not put your name here? I thought I did. Oh, yeah, I apologize. I put your name down, but I didn't put. All right, sorry about that. I'm so sorry. Yeah, let me know because there's so many people that sometimes I just forget here. All right. So, Jen. Jen 56. Okay. I put that away. Yeah, you got to remind me because. Okay. I had your name, but I didn't put the check mark beside it. So. Whoa. These cards, I want to drop. You need a full, you need like 8 cards. Only one. Come on, guys. Only one. Only one card. What card will it be? Snake. All right. Snake is good. I think I pulled that for myself the other day. So I had imagination in snake. I believe in snake is about healing. Snake. All right. Power and healing. So snake tattoos represent power and potency. Snakes are ready to strike at any time. Therefore, we must respect the snake's power. Snake tattoos also symbolize warding off evil, misfortune, and potential attacks by others. The snake card has come to let you know it's time to look at the unhealed wounds you have been carrying around. The setbacks and traumas we experience can hold us back long after we have gone through these experiences. If we don't resolve these conflicts, they will continue manifesting in our lives. Can you think of an experience that you might be carrying? If so, the next step is to remove the emotion from the situation. As you recall a traumatic experience, watch it in your mind's eye, but don't go into the feeling of it. And this is the second time I hear this, because when we remember past trauma, a lot of us had our share, and you automatically feel the pain, the emotion. And he says best to detach the emotion to it. Something I need to try to see. Next, hold acceptance of the situation. Acceptance does not make it right, wrong, or deserving, okay, of the situation. Rather, it helps release the emotion around this event. The last step is to hold yourself in love. Picture love flowing out of your heart and moving into your past self as you review your traumatic experience. So if you had traumatic experience as a child, then you send out love to the child. Picture yourself as the child. Because the snake is always ready to strike, this card has come to tell you it's time to get up and do what you have been thinking and dreaming about doing. So a lot of times in our life, our guides are around us, our angels, and you'll think about something that they'll put the thought there so that you need to take care of it. A past trauma, an abuse, whatever it is. They hint us like you need to look at this and take care of this and heal this. When we heal it for ourselves, we heal it for our ancestors past, and we heal it for our future. We never know all the steps we must take to move forward. So if you're waiting because you haven't figured out the whole picture, understand that you only need to know your next move to start to make your dreams a reality. So yeah, you don't need to have the whole picture, one step at a time. However, the time is now. Once you start moving, you'll receive the guidance you need along the way. All that's required is to have faith and trust that you will be shown the way. Yeah, I mean, how many of us sometimes thought, well, if we can get all this together, then we'll move forward. Well, it doesn't always work like that. Obviously, it doesn't work like that at all and if you heal something, you forgive something, and you think, okay, that's done. It's healed. It's done. I forgive and I release. But maybe in a year, something else comes up. It's a little fragment that wasn't 100% completely healed. Sometimes you've got to do it over many, many times, as many times as it needs. Yes, you need to work on something. Yeah. Yes, he says that's what he said, detach from the emotion. So if you play it in your mind's eye, see it happening to you, but you were someone else at that time. You were younger, you were whatever. Just detach yourself from that emotion. Just look at what that experience was without emotions. Just see what it is. It's hard not to feel because, especially if you're an empath, it's difficult. But you can only try and focus on the action, not the emotion. Try to separate the two. Ask for help. Ask for the angels' help from that. That's what I would do. I've had recurring dreams in my past that's something that had happened, a trauma, and I had these dreams come it took me many years to figure it out. And what I did is take the dream that I had. When I was awake, I relived the dream in my mind. And just about when the worst thing that was going to happen, I changed the outcome in my mind's eye. And I was able to heal that part, and I never had a dream like that afterwards. The dreams were awful. It was awful. But I learned that a long time ago. Somebody says, well, if you remember the dream in your waking state, picture it in your mind's eye and relive it. And just when you know what's going to happen, change the outcome. If it's, face what you need to face, because you have control of that. And when you change the outcome, it's phenomenal, the healing that can take place. It's amazing. Something you could try. Yeah. Your daughter tattoos? Nice. Yeah. Got a couple of tattoos. I know some people say, oh, tattoos are not good. Well, I don't know. I like tattoos. I've got a few. I like them. Yeah. Well, that's it for tonight, guys. I only had a few people coming in at the beginning, way before I even turned it on. Like I said, this one lady, there's 3 people that came through. But I know for someone who's watching right now that wants thinking about moving home, if it doesn't happen sometimes this August, it could be the following year, because I see like a 12-year kind of period, but definitely. And some of you are going to go through major a major turning point in your life. And I see that if you look at your age from the time you're born, it happens I know, like, I think for me, depending on the cycle when you're born, the year you're born, I think my major turning point was 42. So some people have more than one, and I've had more than one. But there's someone who's going to experience a major turning point in their life. And a lot of you are going through, and I think it relates to the 9 year, because they're telling me endings and beginning. And someone here is going to be, there's a big celebration coming. So maybe somebody's birthday. But again, I see something in August, but there's a huge celebration coming. But at the same time, it could be not just a birthday, but somebody who's celebrating an ending and a beginning. So, and this year is all about endings and beginnings. So something to look at. You're very welcome. My fairy's back. You saw her flying behind me? Oh, okay. They're around. They're around the moose stuff. I was looking for something the other day, and I'm sure she took it. Oh, well. Hopefully she brings it back. Thank you so much for joining me, everyone. Have a fantastic rest of the evening. Have a wonderful day tomorrow. Stay safe. Yeah, if it's slippery, if you don't have to go anywhere, please just don't go. Stick around the house. You need special boots with spikes into the ice. Your birthday is this month. Okay, so it's you then. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Phoenix Rising is having a birthday this month. Awesome. 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 Well, it's a big celebration. So awesome. Thank you so much. Until next Saturday. All right. Love you guys. And namaste.